We are about to show you live exactly what a 5K PB looks like. We've teamed up with Garmin and Rick is about to run faster than he has ever run before. We're going to show you second by second, minute by minute, exactly what a 5K PB looks like, and you'll also be able to see our live Garmin data as we do it, mate. Best of luck. I'm here, pacer, cheerleader, talker. You're going to be so done with me by the end of this.
Ready? Let's do this. Let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay, so we are doing it. We're doing it. Rick is not going to be doing a lot of talking here. We've gone off a little bit too fast, so just chill back a little bit. Nice. The key within the first kilometre of a 5K is just to stay calm. You've got it. I know you've got it banked. So this first one is going to feel relatively nice and easy.
I hope so.
Okay, chill a little bit more. What you're also going to see on screen whilst we're doing this is our stamina, which, if that is a stat that you haven't used on your watch before, it basically shows you your stamina potential as you're running. So hopefully we've both started off at 100%, and by the end of this we'll be close to 0. But that's the point. We're pushing ourselves very much to the max here. Going a little bit too fast, Rick. Very eager on this first kilometre, but that's what I'm here for.
Sarah, how much oxygen are you using talking?
Quite a lot. So this, not gonna lie, is not gonna be that comfortable for me either. This is probably around about my 10K PB pace at the moment. So if I sound a little bit out of breath, it's because I'm finding this hard too. Okay, lovely stuff. 300 meters down. Feeling good?
Yeah.
So if you've just stumbled across this, or you haven't been following Rick's journey over the last few years, he has been through a lot. He last ran a 5K PB in 2019, and since then he's undergone major knee surgery, has come back from it after being told that he would never run again, and now he's taking on a 5K PB, which is absolutely incredible, and he's going for it. So we're just going to ease back a little bit. We've got time on our side. We're going to be trying to run a negative split here. So for the rest of this first kilometre, the key is just to ease into it. Relax, breathe, bring your shoulders down, settle into the pace. We've chosen a relatively flat route, but there is a hill that we're about to come to. So we're just going to ride it up and then ride it straight back down. Great stuff. So we're onto the hill now. My top advice, if you've got a hill within a 5K race that you're doing, is don't worry about the pace on it. Usually what goes up must come down. So all we're going to do here is try to sustain the same effort going up this hill, not worry about the pace because it's less than 100 meters long. And then on the other side, that's when we'll open up, we'll let our legs take over, and we'll just ride down that hill. It's actually quite nice being the one that talks. Usually Rick's trying to do all the talking. Doing so well, mate.
No comment.
Super well, okay. That is the first hill done. Absolutely smashing it. And now we're riding it down. Still feeling good?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, pigeons in the way. So if you are doing a 5K PB effort as kind of more of a time trial, in my opinion, it's so much harder because you haven't got a fully controllable environment. We've still got other people around, pigeons in the way. Rick's got me chatting at him, which must be super annoying.
I'd rather have you here than not have you here.
Okay, so we are just closing in on the first kilometre. 1 down, 4 to go. 30 metres left. My stamina potential, or stamina, is 95%. Feeling good. What's yours saying?
94.
94, perfect. So that first kilometre was 4:42. Perfect pacing, if I do say so myself. Our plan is to negative split this. So we wanted a 4:45 to start off with. So we've got 3 seconds banked. Then this next kilometre, we want a 4:40, which we're doing right now, perfect. So the second kilometre is where you're kind of into the, I don't know, what I find the scary part of a 5K, because you feel so far away from the end. You know you've ticked one off, but all you've got playing in your mind is that first kilometre. But you've done it. You've done so well. Your stamina is giving you that confidence that you can complete the rest of it. Rick's on holiday next week, so this is the last hard thing that you have to do before it's you in a hot tub, drinking Gabby, living the dream. Oh. He's smiling just thinking about it. See what I said about if you do a time trial that's a bit harder, you're not going to get a lorry in a race. Doing so well, so well. It's probably going to be quite interesting at the end of this to compare our staminas, because like I said, this pace is probably a little bit more comfortable than Rick's finding it right now, but it's still not super comfortable, and I'm obviously having to talk whilst doing it, which if you've watched any of our videos on heart rate zones, you will know that the harder the pace that you're running, or the higher that your heart rate is, the less likely you are to talk. So stamina is an interesting one to use, because we might end up with the same stamina at the end, because I've had to chat the whole way through this. Well, I say had, I love doing this, it's great. 5K, the sound of my own voice, the sound of Rick's breathing next to me, doing so well. We're into the second half of the second kilometre now. We're right bang on pace. Doing so well. I'm just going to push it a little bit. So now we've done one full lap. Let's think of the park in 2 halves, right? So we're currently on the uphill section, and then once we get past that uphill, we're riding the whole way down. Sometimes it's great to chunk it, because then it feels, even though you're probably putting in the same amount of effort the whole way around, it feels a bit nicer to split it up. Doing great, closing in on 2 kilometres. I'm trying to channel my inner Andy doing this.
Doing well, mate, doing well.
Doing well. Does that mean I'm being annoying?
No.
You are absolutely smashing this. Okay, 2 kilometres, bang on. You're doing it, Rick. You're doing it. That was second kilometre, 4:40 exactly where we want to be. So all I want you to do is give me another one of those. Don't speed up. It's going to feel harder, but we're going to do the same pace. And that's just what we're going to do now. We're going to ride out the rest of it. And then slowly crank it up for the last 2. Great running. Right, this hill is over in 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds of what you got, and then we can just ride it down. Nice. Great stuff. So if you're watching this thinking, ooh, I fancy a crack at a 5k PB, then definitely give it a crack. I asked Rick what he's been doing in order to train for this, and his training has looked a little bit like 2 S&C sessions a week because he is coming back from injury. So S&C is the key. I need to start implementing that a bit more in my own training. And then he's also been doing 1 interval session, 1 kind of longer run or easy run depending on the week, and then potentially a park run as well, so a 5k. And that is how he knows he's in shape for this, because just a few weeks ago, Rick ran 23:40 at a park run. Now his all-time PB is 23:19, which actually I don't think I've said yet. So sorry guys, that's what we're trying to run.
23:19, 5 years.
23:19, 5 years ago. We're pushing this pace, we're on track. So in order to achieve a negative split, we wanted a 4:45, we got a 4:42. Then we wanted a 4:40, we got it. Now we want another 4:40, and then we're just gonna get a touch faster. 4:35s for the last 2k. And that's probably because I've decided the pacing, and I like simple maths, but if Rick was on his own, he doesn't even need me. He could be using Pace Pro on his Garmin. So maybe next time, I'll just watch. So yeah, if you struggle with pacing as well, 100% try out Pace Pro from Garmin in a race. It's so good. It is literally like having me next to you in a race, pacing you, apart from it's probably even more meticulous and less annoying because it doesn't talk at you. Right, you're doing well, mate. Doing so well. Coming up to 3 kilometers now. I can taste success, or it might be sweat, I'm not sure. But either way, we got it. We got it. So Rick's coming into the latter half of this 5k effort, and you're gonna see that his stamina is starting to drop. We'll actually put a screen grab up now of both of our stamina graphs from Garmin Connect after doing this run. Rick is going all out and running right on his limit. So hopefully his stamina is gonna gradually go all the way down, and there'll be a little bit left for that final push at the end. I'm going hard, but I do have a little bit more stamina as this isn't right at a max effort level for me. Oh, Rick, you smashed that. Absolutely smashed that. 3rd kilometre, 4:35. Now, that means that we're gonna keep pushing this because you've got it. You're looking strong, your breathing still sounds pretty good. We're pushing it. We wanted a 4:40. Probably got a little bit excited on that downhill there. But you feeling good?
Got a stitch coming on.
Okay. We'll ease back a little bit. Try and breathe into that stitch. Relax your breathing. We're into the kind of 4th kilometre now. So if I was going to channel my inner Andy, I would say it's time for a form check. So is a string coming out the top of your head pulling you up? Are you, pardon? No.
Bit low.
Are you pumping your arms? There is a lot of science in the fact that if you pump your arms, your legs will follow suit. So definitely make sure you're using your arms if you're trying to run faster than you've ever run before. And then start to think about those hips as well. Andy always talks about it, that towards the end of the race, people kind of look like they're sitting down, they're crunched over. So try and keep nice and tall, keep your shoulders open, pump those arms. Spot on, absolutely spot on. We're almost there, Rick, we're over halfway. I didn't even get to do my halfway speech. I was going to tell you how amazing you are. It's all right, you probably know. Don't use your arms. We learned at the weekend, a couple of weekends ago. Me and Rick did a VO2 max test with a mask on, and it was incredible how even just waving your arms around or holding up your hands to kind of give a rate of perceived exertion score, that will make it just jump up. So it's one to think about. If you are in a race and you've got people coming to watch you, even just waving to them is going to use a bit of extra energy.
Tingly fingers.
Tingly fingers. Maybe give them a little smile. Or like, you know, like kings and queens do, where it's a little microwave. No, it's kilometre 4. Rick doesn't want jokes anymore. So we're knuckling down. This might be the last time we have to do this hill.
Thank God.
Which is a shame. I like the hill. I feel like it makes you grow as a person.
Shrink.
No? Shrink. Okay. I'm going to start to push you a little bit. We had a few 100 metres off pace there. So I'm going to do an Andy. Try, get up to here. I know you've got it. I know you've got this, Rick. Got about 6 minutes of work left. And then you can get whatever you want for lunch from the cafe. And have a lie down. And celebrate. And brag about it. And make a whole podcast episode on how you just ran faster than you ever ran before. Okay, 200 metres left of this kilometre. Remember, 23:19 is what we're looking for. Rick is working hard. You can see it in his face. He's giving this everything. We're not leaving here without a PB. Keep pushing. You've got this, you've got this. That was kilometre 4. That was, quite honestly, Rick, absolutely beautiful. 4:42. A little bit slower than where we want to be, but that is okay. Because as soon as we get to the top of this hill, we're just going to start to very, very gradually push through this last kilometre. Okay, you ready to get a PB?
Oh God.
You got it. You absolutely got this.
This is too close.
I have no doubt in my mind that
Too close.
You've not got this. You've got it. So just fly down, let yourself fly, don't worry about anything. I'm getting you this PB. This is where I'm using every single stat on my watch to my disposal, because there is no way you can do maths in the last kilometre of an all-out effort. Come on, mate, you got it. You got this, you got this. Nice deep breaths. We are down to a matter of meters. That is all we're talking about here. Come on, Rick, you got it. Draw upon right now. Why do you want to do this? This is your opportunity to show 2019 Rick that this is the better version. This is your opportunity to show Rick on crutches, Rick in hospital, Rick who thought he'd never do this ever again, that he can. I remember that first run when you came back, and I remember just how emotional you were to not even think about pace. All you were thinking about in that moment is that you were allowed to get outside on the pavements again. Okay, last 350 metres. This is close. Come on, Rick. Dig deep. Dig deep. Dig deep. 300 metres. Stick with me, stick with me. Come on, the faster you run, the less opportunity I have to rinse you in the podcast. I've got huge respect for this. You've got it. 200 metres, that's all we need. Dig deep. Right, you've got 1 minute. 1 minute, mate. Come on. You got this. Empty the tank. Use up that stamina. Come on, Rick. You've got it. You have absolutely got this. Come on, empty the tank, empty the tank. Last 100 metres. 100 metres, 30 seconds. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push, push. It is my favourite word you ever say because I love the way you say it. Push, Rick, push. Come on, come on, chase it down. 30 metres, 20 metres, 10. Done. You beat. Yes, Rick. Yes, mate. That was hard fought for, absolute tooth and nail. Now me and Rick ran slightly different routes there, so his watch data is on screen, so is mine. He probably can't talk right now, but from my watch data, that was 5 kilometres on the nose. Average pace 4:38 per kilometre. Total time, let it come round again, 23:16. Faster than you have ever gone before. I'm going to make you stand up. How was that?
It's the toughest run I've ever done. It's pretty much the toughest. I can never remember pushing myself.
23:16, hey, bang on.
That was brutal. Thank God you pushed me. That last kilometre, I didn't think I was going to do it.
You can.
I just didn't think I was going to do it in the last kilometre.
But that is,
it was so close.
It was so close.
And I'm not being dramatic here. That was everything.
Yeah.
Everything I had.
Absolutely everything.
Everything.
What's interesting though, is that we'll put his stamina on screen. Now, stamina in a marathon, stamina in 5K, there might be a few differences there, but I reckon this isn't the end of this. I reckon there's more. I reckon Rick Kelsey has now the opportunity to break 23. But was that just everything you wanted?
So actually, I never thought in a million years I would get anywhere like here again, Sarah. So the fact that I've run faster than I've done, even pre-surgery, yeah, it's blown my mind, to be honest with you. But
oh, I can see the emotion in your face. That was genuinely, if you're watching this right now and if you can relate to any of this, have you been through injury? Have you been in the last kilometre of a 5K and just wanted to chuck the towel in and stop? I know I have.
Have you had an osteotomy?
Let us know in the comments. Let us know, what do you want to see next? Do you want to see Rick tackle his 10K PB next and see the whole thing? Do you want to see him tackle another 5K? I'll be up for doing that again.
Oh my God.
Let us know. Thanks so much for watching. And now, you should go watch Andy tackle a 40-minute 10K because he looked just as tired as Rick was at the end. Bye-bye.